Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Dead Space 2 on Zealot difficulty, and this is my PC guide for the hardest difficulty, and we're going through the campaign without taking damage. So this is chapter 14 of 15. It is a less than 7-minute chapter, all told, and it starts out here as in the previous video when we did the eye poker experience. Now we're dealing with the regenerator, and if you've ever played this game, you know how tense and how this last experience is just imbibed with a perpetual forward push from the game, and it was kind of hard to describe that because it's such a visceral feeling when you play the game. But you are going to be tailed by this regenerator for the next 2 chapters. There is a way to kill him, and I'll show you how to do it. Hopefully be able to show you how to do it with the force gun. But he is otherwise impervious to getting killed. That's just the way he is. We've met with him before in the past, and now we're meeting up with our future here. This particular room, heretofore, I would lay a trap in the vent, right below the vent where the regenerator comes out. But I found that this security person that you use to ID yourself, you can just throw him into the regenerator and the ladder falls over. And it's kind of ironic that that monstrosity will fall over. You'll also be tailed here by this black puker. So that's why I set up a mine for him to enjoy when he pops out of the vent, and it looks like he already enjoyed it because he's in 1,000 pieces. Here's another one. So the trick for the regenerator, since you can't kill him yet, what you do is you sever all of his limbs, and then you stasis him. So over here, shoot the canister, and then back off. There is a power node to the left as well as an item box. I'm fully aware that they exist. I didn't get them. A lot of these sections, you just restart really quickly, and you don't sometimes bother to get everything, especially when you don't need everything. But he should be popping out right now. And like I said, just sever all of his limbs, then stasis him, then move on. You're going to get ambushed over here by a couple more black slashers. So if you hit the canister, you'll be able to freeze them in midair, especially when they're falling. So with this guy here, you want to get on these guys as quickly as possible, because not only does the elevator take its time to reach you, but the regenerator is reassembling his appendages and he's hot on your heels. So what you want to do is lay mines over here. Lay mines, hit with the hardest weapons you have. Just, what I do there is I put my back to the elevator and I keep moving backwards until I can feel that I can go in the elevator. So this room here, the regenerator is going to pop out of the vent, so prepare a mine for his arrival. And it looks like he didn't get damaged enough, otherwise he would get I think what actually is happening here is that I've taken all my power nodes off of the detonator so that now it's weak. I had to reapply them to the contact beam. But this is nice when you get a collection of these guys, so that kind of made up for the regenerator. So in this room here, you will get a chance to come back, so it's not necessary to collect all these things, but if you collect only one thing in that room, make sure it's the diamond semiconductor. Now, this was the only part that gave me a little bit of issues, because normally I use the pulse rifle so that I can zoom in on the large cyst over here, but he's still more than able to get killed with the detonator and other weapons of mass destruction. But just stasis this sliding wall, and if you position yourself right here, the projectiles that he sends your way will collide with geometry and will just get instantly killed. The only warning I'll say about this is that if you go even the slightest bit back, you'll get hit by the wall that's sliding and you'll take damage. And if you're doing a run like I am, you have to restart. And what restarting meant in my case was starting where you jump in 0G, but before that I had to backtrack and get all the items. So anyway, so yeah, this is normally something that I use the pulse rifle for, but I don't even have it equipped, and we can't go back to a bench, so we're just going to take it very slowly over here. I believe these are instant death, so if you're on hardcore, just really be careful. Brief chapters in store for us, if you note that. Brief, but just chapters that propel you with that forward motion that I was talking about. So over here, I am aware of a power node glitch over here, so you can get infinite power nodes, but that's something that I would only do, a long time ago. There's no need to do it anymore. This game is not that hard that you need infinite power nodes. And if you want to know the trick, you can look it up on YouTube. I don't even know how to do it anymore. But there is a power node right here, and we have a store, a bench, and a save point. And once we get out this door, we will be on chapter 15. Take care.